what may look unethical to you, maybe for somebody it is completely required for survival. When a wildlife photographer shoots a video where a tiger or a lion is running behind a deer, what should ethics tell? He should put the camera down and go and save the deer. This is ethical. It will increase your score in paper 4 also, not only paper 4, in essay also, and also it will help you in situation given in your interview as well. And lastly, very importantly, it is helpful in your life as well. What is the attitude in display here? Yesterday we spoke about 3 words, no? A cat is feeling, I am no less than a lion. The cat is feeling, I am no less than a lion. The attitude of cat is positive towards its own ability to survive, to escape, or to kill somebody, right? So that is why it is a psychological object. The attitude is positive. That is why you are using the word attitude here. In the journey of UPSC preparation, they try to improve this interpersonal and intrapersonal. In the jungle, every day, every animal that is getting up in the morning, it has to think, or maybe it has to think, I don't know, I have never communicated with anybody, but it has to think that if I do not run the fastest, I will be eaten up today. The same goes to the lion also. If I do not run faster than the deer, I will end up starving, and if I starve for more than 4 or 5 days, I am gone. It means everyday lion also has a challenge to run the fastest. It is the nature of the jungle. If I take a metric in the society, this is considered to be an acceptable metric in society, and if somebody is crossing this to the right side, he is called the ethical person, and somebody is coming to the left side, he is called the unethical. Her personal bias is everything covered except the eyes. Her personal bias is nothing covered except the eyes. So in interpreting the other person, both personal biases came to forefront than the value system in the respective places. Everybody is blindfolded. He is touching the tail of the elephant. He is saying it is a rope. He is touching the side body of the elephant. He is saying it is a wall. Somebody is flapping the ears. He is saying it is a fan. They all are victims of it is said that whenever a crime happens in a society, if you carry out the psychological test of the accused who is accused of carrying out that crime, you will see in that psychological test that his id has overtaken his ego. Honesty, a man is born with the quality of honesty, and then it depends how he or she is brought up by his or her parents. Lal Bahadur Shastri, his classic example of integrity and prudence. From the salary, he found out that every month his wife was successfully saving 10 rupees. He found out this, that after meeting all the expenses, this lady is managing to save 10 rupees. He wrote a letter to the government, please reduce my salary by 10 rupees. Cognitive, information based dissonance means not matching. On one side, I proclaim animal cruelty is wrong, and immediately on the other side I am saying chicken biryani is so delicious. It means that there is cognitive dissonance in my personality. There can never be two words which will have same meaning, same intent, same message, or same connect. You cannot find two words in this world whose meaning is exactly the same. Why it is external factor? Try to understand. Though the limitation is imposed by the family, but the family is under pressure of the society. Try to understand this. Though the final executing authority may be your mother or father or an elder brother or a younger brother also for that matter, but it is not the brother, father or the mother, it is the society that is creating pressure on them. Where a student has studied hard from general category, he has got 85% of the marks, but he could not get the job that he was working for, but somebody with a reservation with only 60% of marks he got his job. But as regards the dilemma is concerned, it is ethical versus ethical dilemma, and as regards the code of ethics goes, because his person has got a reservation, the government is duty bound to provide job to this particular fellow. Good. It believes that the rules and norms are absolute, means burqa पहनना चाहिए तो पहनना चाहिए, that's all. So many of you entered the class after I entered the class. Did anybody seek permission? Nobody, right? But will you do it same in the school? Yes or no? Yes or no? You want to go to the washroom in the middle of the class. Do you say, sir, please? Don't say, right? Because now, because the age group that you are in, it is accepted that you have certain value system. If you are not asking permission to enter the class or leave the class, it is not taken as rude, because it is primarily, it is felt by the teacher or the other faculty that it is meant not to disturb the flow of the class. That movie is there, no, Allu Arjun, two ladies with umbrella in the rain standing next to the house. What is happening inside? You remember that scene? He will put the gun on the head, they will tell the number of bags also, which station, which platform, the train is on the platform, everything they will tell. Because the society is always observing. We feel that the society is not seeing, but the society is always observing the innate quality of a person. What is this innate meaning? Innate means by birth. If you throw a stone or use a stick on a dog, the dog may try to go back. Use the same stick on a lion. What it will do? It will try to catch the hand that is holding the stick. So the nature of a dog per se, the basic instinct is to avoid harm, right? So it takes a step back, but the basic nature of a lion is to counter attack from where it is expecting a danger. That is why lion has become the king of the jungle. If you have the high IQ, you can train this instinct also. If you have the high IQ, you can bolte na, you can fool your brain also, you can fool your own self also. If you have the high IQ levels, you can train your instinct also to respond in a particular way. Character is nothing but the constant repetition of, I thought you will tell this answer here. Huh? Excellent. Is a constant repetition of, where the population is high, there you will find these kind of value systems. Because of the population being very high, the society will be more competitive. If the population is less and the resources are high, the obsession with the competition would be missing. That is the reason why Christianity, as I told you, believes that the first humans or on the earth of mankind, that is Adam and Eve, were sent from the Garden of Eden to the earth as an experiment. That, and they were given certain instructions that you are supposed to do this, you are not supposed to do this. Because they went against the dictum of the God that you are not supposed to eat that particular apple, because you have eaten that apple, now you will have to face misery on the earth. That is because of that reason your cycle of birth and death will keep repeating. So these are all transcendental value systems. Value system in urban cluster. In urban cluster, I am talking about privacy as a value, right? Now I am telling how this privacy as a value is becoming a norm is my question. I want you to answer. Understand one thing, one word that gave rise to a value, sustenance to that value and the continuation to that value, and that contributed in the development of the society, that value, that particular word is purpose. If the purpose is not there, that value system will not be present in the society. You tell me any value which is not required in the society but still accepted as a value by a majority. What is the value system that this lady propagated? Malala, right? Huh. What is the value system? That women have every right to get equality of education and opportunity also. In an attitude, though we generally talk about psychological objects only, but the dimension of physical object and the emotive dimension towards a physical object is not negated. So, you can have an attitude for a physical object in an emotive sense and completely emotive sense for a psychological object. Is the stable set of various physiological, psychological and behavioral attributes which distinguish an individual from others. Doctor's son becoming doctor, you will see engineer's son becoming engineer, a teacher's son or a daughter, teacher's daughter will becoming a daughter, anybody for that matter. Okay? Why it is happening so? Because a certain set of intelligence required by a particular field is mostly inspired by the genes. Can I make a statement? The attitude of an individual, on the attitude of an individual, when it has to be displayed in the form of behavior or action, the social context comes into play.